Welcome to episode 6 of the EweKnitty podcast. I'm Kelly and this is Jane, and we are two UK designers sharing our love for all things yarn related, as well as the glimpse into our lives, the highs, the lows and the laughs. Here at EweKnitty we aim to make it a welcoming space. So please come along, have a giggle, make some friends in the comments below, grab a cuppa and join our flock. You can find us on Facebook as the EweKnitty podcast, and also on Instagram as EweKnitty podcast, and we will be podcasting every 2 weeks, won't we, Jane?
We will, until we tell them a little bit later.
Yes, that we're not.
We've got an extra episode.
But I'll tell you later. It's a secret.
Apologies up front today, not so much the news. The news now. The noise. There are jets today.
Oh, is there
so
again?
far, midnight, honestly. Last night, midnight. Canadian Eurofighters and F-18s.
So Jane lives near an Air Force base. Base, that's right, isn't it? Yes. Not good.
No, they've got some kind of exercise on and it's driving me mad. So
that's
what
not
I was
fair
going to
at that
say,
time.
and you will now understand, is Kelly and I were just having a chat about how we're both exhausted. So this episode is going to be interesting, and I hope you can all empathise with us for the lack of sleep and not being able to find words. This is going to be fun.
Oh, isn't it just?
Strap in.
Yes, please, buckle up. This might be a ride.
It might well be. I was just about to ask Kelly what she got on her needles this week.
So, for me, I have got secret things on my needles again. So I can't show you. But I'm working on a pair of socks for an advent, an Indie Dyer's advent, Skein and the Stitch. And they are Hobbit themed. I was looking into it a couple of episodes ago, I think, where I was like looking through my Hobbit book. So yeah, I'm working on them, trying to do it all hobbity. We'll see what they're like. I've just passed the heel on the first one, so we'll see. But yeah, I can't show you.
You are cracking on then.
Yes, yes, I have to.
What did you just tell me about nodding off?
Yes, I was knitting them yesterday, and I think I was sitting in the chair like this and just dozed off for about half an hour, halfway through a row.
Were they still in your hands when you woke up?
They were. I woke up still like this. My neck wasn't too happy with me, well, I have to be honest.
If I start knitting about 3 p.m, I'm nodding as I do it. It's something about the rhythm and just that.
It's that time of the day as well.
I think it's something to do with the circadian rhythms or something. You kind of have this natural ebb and flow of when we're more awake and more sleepy, and I could be talking utter pish, but it's what it is.
Someone else had mentioned that today to me, though. I've been to my Slimming World meeting this morning, and the consultant was on about dips of when you start to feel sleepy and not, because she was saying about sugar dips and things like this, and she said around about tea time, that's northern speak for about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, that you start to nod and doze, and that definitely happens to me. If I can make between 5 and 6 without going in the chair, that's a good day.
How many times have I said to you about 5 o'clock I'm going for a nap? Yes. I need a disco nap.
Oh, it's terrible, isn't it?
But yeah,
the
nodding.
older you get, the worse it gets.
Nodding off with the needles in my hand.
Nodding. Oh, definitely.
Yeah. And I think I can, because I can knit with my eyes shut if it's stocking stitch. So I think I'll just rest them. I'll just rest them and just and the next thing you know is
That's definitely me as well. Oh. So what about you? What have you been working on?
Books all done. I am working on a sock, which actually I don't have to hand, for the All About Socks episode.
Ooh.
So you're going to have to wait to see that one. Hopefully you'll enjoy that. And it's proposals time. So I am sketching and working on all things knit and crochet proposals for the magazines. So
that's exciting.
Yeah, not so much knitting, more thinking and sketching.
Thinking and drawing, yeah. Nice. It's the colouring in part.
Do you like that?
I do. I find it quite cathartic just sitting there. I'm not very good at drawing, but I tend to have like the models printed out and then I'll just draw onto them. But then once I'm sitting there colouring them in, it's quite relaxing. And drawing the patterns on as well, I find that quite relaxing.
Are you a pen and paper girl?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I can't do it on a computer.
iPad. I'm an iPad.
Oh, I haven't got one, see. But yeah. Oh, you'll have to share them.
Nah.
Yes,
they're really good.
We were talking about a special episode at some point about like the details of how to do proposals, weren't we? You'll have to share some then. I'm going to share some of mine really dodgy ones.
I'll see what I can find. Yeah. I think when you work with the same editors for quite a long time, they kind of get to know you.
Yeah.
So when you say, I want to do, for example, the Pinafore dress that's a dog. See if I can find a photo of it to share. And you're going, yeah, but the top of it's going to be a dog and the straps are going to be ears. And they just go, oh, yeah. You kind of see inside your funny little world now.
Yeah, definitely.
That really does help. Not having to try and sketch Pinafore straps that look like dog ears, because that's beyond my capabilities.
No, definitely. Oh, so I bet you're really happy the book's all done.
Yes.
So do you know when that's coming out then? Have you any idea?
No.
Well,
I know they're pushing for as soon as possible. It's all had really tight deadlines. I think maybe they were hoping by the end of the year, but you know how these things can go. So it could be quite soon, and I'd be able to tell you all about it.
Yeah, that would be cool. But that's fast for a book, isn't it, at the end of the year?
It is fast for a book. So it has been quite...
Oh, we'll see, though.
Yeah. No.
Good. So, we are recording this the weekend before Yarndale.
How many sleeps?
It's 3 sleeps. 3 sleeps. Ooh! So, we are when this is live, Yarndale will have passed. So I'm going to pop some footage in of us having a little wander around Yarndale and everything. But we are going to do a special episode, which is why we mentioned that although we will normally be podcasting every 2 weeks, we're going to slot in a little episode that will land in your YouTube on October the 3rd, which is a Tuesday. Which is just a dedicated to Yarndale special where we'll share our haul, because we obviously don't know what that is right now. But, I mean, I've got an idea, but we have no idea what we're going to end up with, do we? So we're going to share our haul and we'll share a bit of footage and everything. But I'll pop a little bit in here of us having a wander around so you can have a look at what it's like. But yes, 3 sleeps. So excited.
That's all I want to talk about now is Yarndale and what we're going to get up to. But
I know.
I'm going to try and contain myself a little bit there.
Refrain ourselves. I know. What we do need to talk about, though, is Halloween knitting.
Yes.
Because we need to be prepared. Halloween is here soon.
I love Halloween.
I do too. And it's actually my youngest son, he's 7. It's his favourite of all the like holidays that you get all year round, Easter, Christmas, all of them, Halloween. It's the one. And do you know what he's asked me for this year for him and his brother? I'm so excited. Their costumes, he's specifically sat me down and said, this is the costume I want this year. And it's basically, you know, where you have a blow up thing behind you and you look like it's carrying you.
Yes.
So you're wearing the suit and the if they've both got one coming and it's like a big alien and it's picked them up and carrying them off, I can't wait. I will definitely share photos once like closer to Halloween when they're here. But I'm so excited.
Me too now. That's going to be so good. I can just see your eldest with that look of, he talked me into it.
He's actually really excited. Yeah, he's actually really excited. I just cannot wait to see the pair of them running down the street like they're being carried off by big, massive aliens.
It's going to be so cool.
But Halloween, I love Halloween. So do you do Halloween knitting? Have you got... I know you've got lots of patterns. You've got loads of Halloween
it just gives me that opportunity to go a little bit kookier than my usual kooky, really. So every Halloween I'm like, what am I going to do this year for Halloween?
Oh, I bet.
So there are lots of Halloween sweaters and tears and cauldrons and bunting and socks and so much Halloween in my shop that I've done over the years. So we were saying that I might just share a few with you.
Yes.
And kind of like to get you inspired and to give you the opportunity to see some of the yarns and some of the projects that I work with quite a lot. So do you want to see what I got?
Yes. I love Halloween.
So I picked something that's really difficult to show because that's what you do, isn't it? And I've tangled myself in my headphones. A true professional. This is the Kooky Critters hoodie. You'll understand why it's difficult to show.
I can put some pictures up as well. Oh, wow, look at that.
This guy has got spikes on his hood. Yep. There. So let's put the hood away, and then you've got this...
Oh, wow.
Alien-type monster and a pocket here to put of your treats in, all your trick-or-treat treats in.
Oh.
Yep. So that one...
That's brilliant. I love that.
...is ages 1 to 11 in any DK weight yarn. And there's no intarsia or colour work, Ellie.
Really?
Yep, because these are knitted and sewn on. Look at that.
Is it like stuffed?
Really inappropriate, doesn't it? Depending on how pert you want your eyeballs out of this, you can choose to stuff or not to stuff. You had to go there, didn't you? And then this is a sewn on eye cord. And then you've got your pocket, your little white patch.
Is that just sewn on?
Yeah, in garter with just a few lines of black embroidery.
Oh, that's so cool.
Really simple. Minimal shaping.
You're so clever, Jane.
Oh, you're so
honestly
kind. Want another one?
Yes. I love them.
Ta-da!
Oh, wow, look at that.
So this is the Spooky House, the Ghost House sweater. Again,
that's
DK
brilliant.
weight. Not really any intarsia, believe it or not. Do my best to show you. The windows are sewn on. They're separate pieces that are sewn on. A little bit of duplicate stitch here is popped on with a couple of, 2 lines to make the bats. And then, this is the tricky bit to show you. The side of this is a pocket.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
And inside the pocket live some ghost mittens.
Oh my God.
So you wear your mittens and then they live in your ghost house.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
Thank you very much. That one is, yarn's that? That's naughty of me, isn't it? Stylecraft. That is 2 shades of Stylecraft. But what you really need
sizes?
is 1 to 9 years on that one
1
in a
to
DK
9.
weight. So that should keep your little ones happy. So that's a little tricky in it. And then a very similar style, but with a different applique, is Scaredy Cat.
Oh!
One applique cat
cool.
sewn on with all his bits and pieces. And then one spider again.
So explain to me, what does applique mean? Because that is not in my dictionary.
Applique is when you, I think it's comes from sewing, where you cut shapes and you sew them onto fabric.
Ah, okay.
So I'm guessing plied, maybe. Somebody that's smarter than me might be able to explain where that comes from. But anything that's separate, knitted separately and sewn on is applique.
And then sewn on.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
And again, you can choose to stuff your spider. There he is.
Brilliant. Oh. Googly eyes. How do you get your googly eyes on? Do you glue them on with fabric glue or something?
No, I buy the ones that you can stitch on. You can buy sew-on googly eyes.
I did not know that.
Yep. And they come in all different sizes. But it took me a while to find. Apologies, I'm hanging myself on my headphones. But I have used felt, and there is a template for the felt for the mittens.
Yeah.
But you could embroider those on, and I sew those on. But they are a full mitten with a skirt that comes over the top. And you poke your thumb out. Lots of fun. Lots of fun.
Oh, that is so much fun.
Thank you.
I don't have as much fun with Halloween because, like, don't get me wrong, I love that I do lace. Like, that is my thing anyway, so I'm really happy. But it's kind of like, it's a bit limiting when it comes to Halloween.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of lace. Lacy Halloween. Ooh, that's a scary lace.
Black lace.
Yes. I did do, I think this was this last year or maybe the year before? I can't remember.
I'm going to say it was last year because I know what you're going to talk about.
I think it was last year. I did socks. I don't know whether you'll be able to see these, where they've got dangly spiders on and they go all the way down your feet.
They are really clever.
So these are the Ampulate socks. Ampulate is the gland in a spider that lets the... Yeah.
No. You know I've had enough spiders right now.
That's the gland that lets the web out of the spider's bum. And these come in, I think it's 6 sizes. Yes, it is 6 sizes, but each size is a different PDF because what a nightmare they were. To get the pattern, I had to do every size as a different pattern because of just how it was.
Right.
You couldn't chart it. And then each pattern has a blank chart in it for you to be able to do your own. 'Cause, both mine are odd. So that you can stick your spiders where you want them. So there's got charts in there, so you can draw out your spiders, so you know you're not going to run out of space before you get there. So yeah, just because of the lengths and the changes in the width and everything, I had to do every single PDF separately. So the testing was a nightmare. But we got there in the end. So that's them. But that's my only Halloween pattern. I don't have Halloween patterns, which is quite sad looking at yours. And I'm looking at the little monster man behind you as well, and he's really cool.
Thank you. I had fun with that one. Because again, there's no intarsia on that one. They are just some teeth that are sewn onto the red panel and then the eyes. But being really cautious not to have those eyes too low. It's a minefield when it comes to putting eyes on kids' garments.
Oh, no, I've never thought of that before. This is the part of the job that I don't need to think about.
I had, many years ago, I had I think it was a teddy, and it was wearing glasses. So it was literally, I think the whole thing was grey, and then it just had these glasses we can't see, but across the chest area. It looked like a bra. It just...
Oh, no.
Even though it had a little nose and whiskers, every time I looked at it, I just saw a bra. Probably says far too much about me, but yeah, I'm aware. I always try to be quite cautious when it comes to top tip for anyone putting eyes on a garment.
Yeah, that is a top tip, though. Careful where you put your eyes.
Remember, exactly. Even with your Christmas jumpers, when it comes to doing all of that.
Oh, yeah.
You might want your eyes
Well,
front and centre, but...
Depends what you're into, I suppose.
Yeah.
So let us know in the comments below if you're doing any Halloween knitting and what you're going to be doing, because I love to know all that stuff.
I know you're Halloween knitting.
I am Halloween knitting. Have I got it to hand?
What's on your needles, Kelly? What are you working on? Nothing.
I said I didn't. I know. Am I awful?
Lies.
I have this, which looks like nothing right now, but it is a beautiful raglan cardigan made by the wonderful Jane Burns, designed, I should say. It's made by me, but it's designed by Jane. And this is your Incy Wincy cardigan, which has got... Now, that's got googly eyes on, and I was thinking I need to get some fabric glue to stick them on, but I'm going to look up them sewable ones then.
Yes, if I can find a link to some for you, I will send it over, and perhaps you can pop that in the comments when we put the comments in.
Yes, I will. But yes, I'm knitting this. I bought the yarn for it last year and I did not get time to do it, but I've cast it on now because I'm taking it to Yarndale with me. This is my Yarndale knitting because it's just a simple raglan, isn't it? Just a simple raglan cardigan, knitted in the round, like as much as you know what I mean, in one piece.
Seamless.
Back and forward.
Seamless,
that's the one. And he has little spiders dangling and spider crawling out the pocket, which is my worst nightmare. But Rowan is like, please do it. 1, it's orange, which is his favourite colour. And 2, it's Halloween, which is his favourite thing. So it's a perfect cardigan for Rowan. But when I look at all your things, I want to make that for Rowan, I want to make that for Rowan, and he's getting too old now. And I'm like, he'll be 14, like with these monster jumpers, you will wear it.
That's the trouble with kids, they just keep growing, don't they?
I know. The nuisance.
I had a friend who started a cardigan for her baby, and she's like, well, I'll knit it in a larger size. I'll knit it for a year because I know it's going to take me a little while to do it. And what happened to that cardigan? And she didn't finish it by the time he kind of got to a year and then subsequently outgrew it. But she did manage to finish it for the next baby.
Oh, no.
She got pregnant again. She was like, it's time.
Oh, I know. See, I never knit for my kids. I didn't knit for them. I knit for Rowan now, but very rarely because he doesn't tend to wear it. But he will wear stuff that, like, he loves that Stegasaurus cardigan that was yours. He loves that. And then, but like anything just a jumper, he's like, no, I'm not wearing that. So, and I never knitted for Caden. It just never really... For some bizarre reason, it never dawned on me to knit for Caden, who's my oldest, and he's now 14 and he's 15 in about 2 weeks, and he would not thank me for anything hand knitted. But I'm not wearing that. So I just have Rowan left. But maybe when they're a bit older, we'll see. But yeah, I just didn't do it, which is daft. I don't know.
You probably had other things on your mind. First babies can be a bit like that, can't they?
Well, yeah. Do you know what I think it is as well? Because I'm very lace oriented and my brain is very lace, it's always lace. That can sometimes be really difficult to do like masculine things. And with me having boys, everything that I was doing was really girly. And I was like, well, I can't knit anything for them. Since... now they're older and everything, and I've got more into like looking at other people's patterns and things like that, and my horizons opened up a bit more. Now I can see there's more things that I could have done, but then I was like very, very new to going online and getting knitting patterns and stuff. To me, it was you go to the wool shop and you buy patterns from there. So yeah, I think that's what it was. I was kind of stuck in a lace trap of feminine lace. Yeah.
Ooh.
But there we go. So yes, let us know about any Halloween knitting you're doing. So we have been asking everybody for ask me anything questions type things for me and Jane. Or ask us anything, I should say. So our first one we have is from Katie at Songbird Handmade, and she wanted to know how long we have known each other. And we had a chat, didn't we?
We did.
And neither of us can remember.
I think it was that. You went, no, I think we spoke before that. Thank you for keeping all the emails that I could go back.
Really?
2014 was the answer.
Oh, wow.
And I emailed you and asked you your experience of using test knitters.
So is that the first interaction we had?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I thought there's got to be a way to get to the bottom of this. Yeah, I think you'd put a call out for test knitters, and I'd seen that you'd done that a few times, and I thought there's something I'd really like to try, but how on earth do you organise that? And again, there's resources at that time were limited. So yeah, you were very generous in sharing your experience. And yeah, I
do not remember that. Now, I remember you saying to me about, you said to me the other day about the cutlery holders. So I was asked to design some little Christmas stocking type cutlery holders. I'll pop a picture up. And there were socks. And I'd never knitted socks before when they asked me to do that. So I was kind of like, how do you do this? So I was like, I figured it out, but when I got to the toe, for some reason, I don't know why, but I couldn't figure out the toe. And then I messaged you because you had done lots of socks. And I remember you saying to me, for them so that they lie flat on the table, flip the toe. So instead of it's a normal toe where it comes in like this, you do it the other way so it comes in this way. So hang on. So instead of a toe where it ends that way, do the toe so that it will come in, show it to the camera, Kelly, come in here and be flat that way so that it lays flat on the table for the cutlery to go in. And I thought that was dead clever, and I did that, and I was really, really grateful. But I remember us talking about that and me thinking, oh my God, thank God for Jane.
Yeah, I'd had to work
know what
that
I was
out
doing.
For a Christmas stocking. It was one of the first things that I did. It's this huge colourwork Christmas stocking. And I remember getting to the toe and thinking, well, that's just constantly going to want to turn. So turning the toe shaping, however many degrees that is, at 45 or 90? Yeah, 45, I think.
Oh, I don't know. It's too much maths for me.
Yeah, not enough sleep to do that kind of mental maths.
Not today.
And that worked. And yeah, it was painful at the time, and I just remembered that's what I'd done. So yeah, it was really nice.
Yeah, it was.
If you go back over it, we've got a little string of "Haven't spoken for a while. How you doing?"
Oh wow!
Yeah, what are you up to? Yeah, it was quite nice. It was quite nice to read them.
Really cool.
So yeah, that was 2014. So the answer to that question is 9 years.
9 years. Wow. And I think it's like been quite sporadic over the years, hasn't it, of how much contact we've had. But then obviously doing this, we're like in touch all the time now. Yeah. It's like every day. Jane.
Did you realise? Do you have the right size needles for this? And
oh, don't go there.
No, we'll talk about that later.
Oh, so thank you very much for that question, Katie. And yeah, please keep them coming, because we haven't got that many in yet, and we want lots.
We do, and I really enjoyed that.
Do a question and episode.
I enjoyed that trip down memory lane.
That's really nice. Yeah, it was when we were chatting about it the other day, and I was like, "Oh yeah, oh no, I'm remembering all these things."
I was like, "Don't trust my memory," and I'm like, "Probably going to be email."
Oh. So we also have another new segment to our little podcast, which is Knitty News. Dun, dun, dun. So over to you in the studio. What's the Knitty News, Jane?
The Knitty News, the word on the street, is West Yorkshire Spinners have brought out a new colourway for their Colour Lab DK called Future Dreams.
Oh, okay.
Future Dreams are a charity which was started by a mother and daughter who'd both had breast cancer.
Right.
So the mission of the charity is to raise awareness and to educate and support anyone that's been touched by breast cancer. So
amazing.
it's a great cause, and £1 from every ball that is sold goes towards future dreams to help them carry on with their vital work. But the cute bit that goes alongside that quite heavy subject, as we all know, is the inside of every ball band has a free knitting and crochet flower pattern, which is nice. But the thought is that if you knit or crochet a flower in the Future Dreams yarn, or I'm guessing any yarn, you can dedicate that flower to someone whose life has been touched by breast cancer. And on the first day of spring next year, there will be a big reveal of all of the flowers, whether they've been sent via post or virtually shared through the socials, to all those dedications. I think that's a really beautiful thing to do.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah, so you can get your hands on a ball of Future Dreams Colour Lab DK from West Yorkshire Spinners from the 4th of October.
Brilliant.
I will be off out to get some of that, and I will share my flowers with you here when they're done. And hope that you guys will do the same and share them here and on the socials with West Yorkshire Spinners.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, that's lovely.
Appropriate or inappropriate, I'm undecided. But
well, we're going to talk about our squishy balls, aren't we?
We're going to talk about our squishy balls. And this time we are looking at Snug as a Bug Big. You stop it. We're giving the game away. Snug as a Bug Big from Yarnsmiths, which is the yarn that you can get through the Wool Warehouse. There will be links in the description. But as it says, this is a big boy. Yeah. Stop it. I don't want to hear about how really long and thick it is, Kelly. Just
we've had some giggles over this.
We have had some giggles with Snug as a Bug Big. So we
show us what you made,
have a little swatch, and I decided I would bust out the hook and try my hand at one of the free patterns which you can download, which is called, I think it's just called the Big Pink Pillow, which is a nice...
I didn't realise you'd followed a pattern.
To a fashion, and then I had a little mishap, but here goes. Brace yourself. When I finished it, I thought, what am I going to do with it? I'm going to have to make a second. Yes, people? Those slender young things that you see on the telly in their little crochet bikinis. This girl is Snug as a Bug Big bra.
New design coming next year from Jane.
Thought about a beret, decided...
Oh, yes, that's beautiful.
Didn't quite. And then, yeah, what can I say? So what I learned was, I got so far, I started with Magic Circle. I made my circle with the... Oh, I should have brought the hook up. The biggest of big crochet hooks. Technical glitch here. And then I went to pull the Magic Circle closed, and it snapped.
Yeah.
Sad.
Oh,
it was so sad. So, yeah, I quit at that point. So don't pull on the yarn to pull it tight. Too hard, yeah. Don't pull tight. I was surprised, given how chunky it is, that it did snap. And I just ended up with this first part of my bra. So
I did the knitting part of it. I got a different colour to you. I had this, I don't know what the colourways are actually.
Mine's called Feisty Fuchsia. It's one of 25 shades.
There is a lot of shades, and there's some really nice ones. Now, you got bright colours, didn't you?
I did.
Did you get two? You can see how thick it is there, look. Oh, yes, you got two big bright colours, whereas I got... Now, I haven't got much of this one left to show you. But what I got.
Did you get flesh
You'll
coloured?
see why. You'll see why in a minute. No, it's a pink colour. It does look a bit like a brain colour, and it looks like.
Oh,
But
now
no.
you see, if I had used that colour to make this, Halloween, eat your heart out.
Yes. But I will show you what I did. So I knitted. Now, the reason Jane said earlier, have you got the needles for that? Was because the day before I was meant to knit it, she messaged me and said, do you realise you need a 20mm needle? And I was like, what? Now, I knew my nana had a 20mm pair of needles in her knitting bag, but for the life of me, I cannot find her knitting bag anywhere because I don't use it. It's all straight needles. And I know it's in there, but I cannot figure out what I've done with it. So I found these.
I love these.
Which were free from Let's Knit magazine a few years ago. And they won't fit in my gauge thing. So I measured around and they said they were 20mm, but I don't know if they are. They don't seem thick enough, but I knitted with them anyway. And this is what I got. Right. So it's really tight. And the cast on is super, super tight as well. And I don't know whether that's me or what. The cast off isn't as tight, but the cast on went really tight.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a funny shape. I didn't obviously do any lace or anything with this. But so I just did stocking stitch. I did find a knot in there, which is there. But it feels lovely. It kind of reminds me of like a dressing gown, like that sort of terry toweling type, like new terry toweling feel. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then I had a go at arm knitting. I know you said finger knitting, but it just seemed a bit too big to do finger knitting. So I did arm knitting. That's why I've got no pink left. This is my arm knitting. Are you ready?
Yep.
Hang on. Get it the right way.
Whoa.
Hi. That is 19 stitches. That's how many I could fit on my arm.
Wow.
And so it's like it's like almost like a shrug. Like you could wear it like this.
Oh, Kelly, look at us too.
That's got to be the thumbnail, hasn't it? Oh, so it's not quite right for arm knitting. It's quite wide, and tension on arm knitting is just impossible. It just completely goes out the window. But yeah, it's just I think you need massive needles for it. Like it says 20mm on the thing. I don't think they're 20mm. I think they're smaller than that. I think they maybe a 15.
I'm getting warm. Sorry.
But I do like it. I really do like it. Like if you were making, I've seen some of the reels that they've been doing on Instagram, to advertise this, and they're doing like big, massive crocheted amigurumi animals and stuff, and they look amazing. Like if you are into that sort of thing, but you need the chunky tools, you really do, and I don't have that sort of thing kicking about.
It's looking like you're going to have to adjust your cast on. You're going to have to be really cautious about
really,
keeping that cast
really
on
loose.
loose.
Yeah, definitely. Because it definitely tightens up. It did on the arm knitting as well. It tightened up the cast on. And it is quite a difficult yarn to like when you've cast on, trying to tighten anything is quite difficult with it. It doesn't flow, does it? You've got to like really tug about with it.
I worked up a sweat crocheting that circle because it's quite dense. So that was quite the workout to
the turquoisey. This I think I did. How many rows have I done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I was exhausted. It's like, oh, you really are doing a workout with it. But yeah, but it feels lovely. It would be so nice, like as a blanket or something. It'd be so cozy. But you really do need the big tools.
I'm probably
literally.
Sorry, Kelly.
Go on. No, you go.
I'm probably going to give this to Bertie because it's it's really quite thick, and he
Yes.
loves a pillow. So I think I'm going to give that to him to play with. There is a cocoon style pet bed pattern that's a freebie to download. A chunky basket and then a big pink cushion, stroke brassiere. Vital information.
Yeah, it's
for this yarn. There are 300 grams to a ball. They are big boys, which is 36 meters, and it's 100% polyester, 25 shades, and I promise you, when you pick it up, you will not want to put it down. It is just so lovely.
I love it.
Snug as a bug big, as I was saying, 36 meters. You'll need about 20 mil hook or needles to get you, wait for this, 3 stitches, 5 rows to 10 centimeters. It works up quick.
It does work up quick. That's what I was going to say. This literally took me, I mean, I was tired by the end, but it literally took me about 15 minutes. It was so fast. It was just like, I think you could knit a blanket in a day in it. It's just insane.
Yes.
But like I said, that's why I was doing this, because to try, so you can see just how thick it is. It is so thick. But yeah, it's lovely.
It doesn't kill.
It just reminds me of like, no, it doesn't.
I was expecting to be quite fluffy when I'd finished working with it, and that didn't happen. So that was a surprise.
It is very much like dressing gown material, like terry toweling. It is very much like that sort of, like a robe for those people.
Or a house coat,
Britain.
If you're
a house coat, yes.
A house coat, another
yeah,
one.
I don't know how much you can see of the fibres, but
at the time of filming, it's on offer at Wool Warehouse.
Ooh,
it's £7.15 for the 300 gram ball, and it's going to be £11. So if you're tempted, go on over.
Yes, get in there now.
Grab yourself a bargain.
Definitely. Yeah, hopefully that's still on when this goes live.
I hope so. Otherwise, I'm going to be really sad. The same way you could get it at that price. But
I know.
Not today.
Fingers crossed. So yeah, that's us done.
I believe that
everything.
That is us a wrap, as they say.
It is.
Thank you so much to everyone that's been watching. If you could give us a like and a subscribe, that really does help get our video in front of more people. And
yes, please.
Sharing the love and the news.
Yes, please. And please remember to give us your punny names for episode 7, which is coming next, which is all about socks. So if you think I'm soxy, drop us a comment below and let us know your sock puns, please. And let us know about your Halloween knitting. What else did we say? Let us know if you're going to be getting any of this. I want to know what you're going to make. Yeah. And tag us in all the socials, please, because we like to see them.
3 sleeps. 3 sleeps in this yarn dale.
3 sleeps. Yes. Oh, yes. And we will have that extra special episode, Yarndale, next week. So the 3rd of October. So there'll be an extra episode more than normal instead of the 2 weeks. Yes. So you'll see us for 3 weeks on the trot is what I'm trying to say in a roundabout way.
I hope that's a good thing.
Yes. Oh, so thank you very much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye-bye.
Bye.